Today we're going to do chapter 6-3. When we do 6-3, there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on. I'm going to click the instructions and open up and see what it says. What it's asking us to do is it wants us to extend the up-to-date balances to the balance sheet and income statement columns. Well, when we do that, there's a whole lot of stuff that we have to do. First off, we have to know what goes all the way over and what doesn't. When we look at this, everything from income summary up goes to the balance sheet. Everything from income summary down goes to the income statement. So I'm going to carry over some balances. The first balance is $9,800 right here in cash. That comes all the way over. Then petty cash comes over. Third one, being accounts receivable, Ruby Prince comes over. Then we get to the confusing part. Now, people want to just bring over 456, but you can't bring over 456 because there's an adjustment of 131. Debit and credit, so we subtract, so 456 minus 131 equals 325. Then you've got the same thing going on for prepaid insurance, so we put 500 because 750 minus 250. Now we switch over to credits. And then drawings back to a debit. So we've extended over everything that we need for the balance sheet. You go on down to the income statement. Now we switch over to the income statement stuff, remember, so we got 4320. We've got a 931 debit. This is actually a debit. People always want to put it as a credit, but it's in the debit adjustments. So 250, 378, 131, 1100, like so. Now what we have to do is we have to total straight down the columns. If I total straight down, I get 4320 here. I'm going to start totaling things. 555 plus 1485. This would be, I believe, 15440. 9800. I think this would be 16970. And then 2790. This is what I've got thus far. Now you're going to notice one thing right away. The first two columns equaled. The second two columns equaled, and now these columns seem to not equal. And if that's right, it is actually what we want. So now what we do is we try to figure out how to make the two columns equal. If I subtract the two balances for the income statements, so 4320 minus 2790, I get 1530. To make this column, the debit column, equal, I'm going to put 1530 right here. Let's subtract the other two. So 16,970 minus 15,440. I get 1530. To make the two equal, I would put a 1530 right here. Now, these two numbers right here, this 1530, must be equal. In this case they are, so I'm pretty sure I've done this problem correctly. Now I bring down the balances, so 4320. This side will now equal 4320. This is 16,970. This is 16,970. Anytime it looks like this on the bottom, where there's a number here, and there's an O, I think of a donut. Donuts are good, therefore I write net income. If the two numbers were in the middle, it would look like an I. Anytime you see the I, you're thinking net loss. So this is how you do that problem. Go ahead on to the other ones, and then we'll figure out kind of where you're going from there.